Hey guys, if you're through catching all the fish at Lake Powell, stop on by Washington County on your way back up north and check out one of the state's great hiking, biking, and equestrian trail complexes. I'm Reece at your leisure on the BLM's magnificent Santa Clara River Reserve. Whether it's sandstone, sagebrush, or succulents, I've always loved Utah's varied deserts. And here in the southwestern corner of the state, the Mojave is in full bloom. And a portion of the Mojave, some 6,500 acres, is protected by the BLM as the Santa Clara River Reserve. Protected, but not locked up.
We had 57,000 people using the reserve last year, using the 37 miles of trails that we have out here. So it gets some serious extensive use.
The reserve stretches south and west of Old Highway 91 and the city of Santa Clara.
The majority of the people are the locals, Santa Clara, Ivan, St. George, but this trail system is getting national recognition, and I have met people from Canada and other countries out here specifically to use these trails and mountain bike trails. So it's becoming very, very popular out here.
3 trailheads provide access to the 22 marked trails, most of which are open to mountain bikers and horses, as well as hikers.
This is my therapy, to hike the hills with my dog.
Therapy for?
Brain cancer.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll show you the scar.
All right.
Yeah, look at that.
RJ and his 3-year-old beagle Hootie roam the reserve almost every day.
Yeah, you have no qualms about hiking on a trail named Upper Graveyard?
And there's Lower Graveyard.
RJ and Hootie lead us through stands of fragrant creosote, sagebrush, and cactus, still fresh and green, yet to be hammered by the relentless summer sun. With so many trail options, we were happy to have RJ's guidance. The Tempe Po-Op, or rock riding trail, leads to the rim of the canyon and what? Riding on the rocks. On the cliffs, high above the lush greenery of the Santa Clara River, some impressive panels of pre-Columbian petroglyphs.
Who did the rock art here? Do you have any idea?
I don't have any idea. Anasazis or Pueblos.
Yeah.
Could even be the Paiutes.
This rock art is unlike most found throughout the state.
Here on Land Hill, most of the petroglyphs are on horizontal surfaces as opposed to the majority of all other sites where they're on vertical surfaces and rock faces. And walking around here, you'll see on the vertical faces, there's very little, if any, writing at all. It's almost all on the horizontal surfaces. We don't necessarily know why.
Some of the most impressive panels are on vertical surfaces just off the rim of the canyon. It takes a little scrambling to find some of the better glyphs. Kim and Paul Barden live in nearby St. George, but had never been here before.
I think it's pretty amazing. I've been on a lot of nature hikes with schools and stuff, but I've never been able to see petroglyphs. I've been to dinosaur tracks and everything else, but this is pretty amazing.
This is pretty neat up here. I came up here to see all the Indian drawings and rocks, and it's quite impressive. It's the first time I've ever been up here. I'm just enjoying it. It's a beautiful day out today, and with all these drawings in the rocks, I mean, it definitely brings back some history into it.
This northernmost trail is hard-packed and designated wheelchair accessible. It leads to a 1,000-year-old ancestral farm site where archaeologists have discovered storage rooms, plant and animal remains, and tools of the period. Horses are allowed on almost half of the trails, while mountain bikes are popular in the Cove Wash section.
It's pretty beautiful, especially in the spring. We've kind of been in awe this year at the blooms out here in the springtime on the desert.
And we've been riding for a little while, and sometimes we might underestimate what the ride would be like for a newcomer, but there's trails, several trails here that would suit any skill level of rider.
Only the Cove Wash West Trail is open to vehicles. That's to protect the land and the history.
As you can see, there's a road right behind us that is now closed that they used to drive, and they're able to drive over these rock art panels in their ATVs. So closing off this particular road and whatnot definitely helps preserve the natural resource that we have here.
One trail follows the old road along the Santa Clara River corridor. Cottonwoods glisten in their early spring greenery, while doves and owls hoot in the distance. Hedgehog cactus show off their spring finery.
Most people love hiking around this area, and some people go on back trails that aren't really trails, and it's nice that the BLM will take care of their areas so that other generations will be able to see it.
Reece at your leisure in the BLM Santa Clara River Reserve.